Welcome back. It's time now for Media Watch, for which I'm joined by Nicholas Rushworth. Hello, Nick.
Hi, Tom.
We're going to start with that tragedy in the United States and the role of social media in spreading that sad news.
Well, that's taken up by the Huffington Post, which I can go to straight away here. There it has a headline, "The Aurora Shooting Twitter, How News of the Batman Massacre Spread." Now, it has a list in that piece of all kinds of tweets before the actual killing itself and afterwards. Of course, the atmosphere was one of festivity, and that's captured in one that I can show you here. Zach Eastman. There you can see, if I just zoom in a little bit, everyone is dressing up as Batman. I'm going as Bruce Wayne, albeit a short, stubby, unsexy Bruce Wayne. So there was a mood of festivity. And look, this is just 3 hours later, Zach Eastman coming out of the theatre and here have just evacuated and there was a shooting. Fortunately, I am safe. So, of course, that's capturing some of the mood there up to and after.
Very sad indeed. I was walking through Leicester Square the other day in London as the preparations were getting ready for the Batman premiere there as well, and it was again, as you said, a sense of excitement, and no one would have thought it would end that way. And there's another tweet, isn't there, a particularly sad one, as someone who didn't survive.
Yes, this is the case of Jessica Redfeld, and it's being taken up by all the press. I can show you here a photo of her. Now, she was a young sports broadcaster with a very promising career, and that's being taken up by People magazine. She was tweeting before, trying to persuade a friend to go with her to the cinema. He did go. Of course, a horrible story for her. That's being taken up by the people all over the press. And the tragedy, if we can use that word, is that, in fact, it's reflected in this tweet here that Jessica was actually... there we can see it, the sad story of Jessica, who escaped the Toronto Mall shooting a month ago, yet gets killed in this Batman massacre today. So she was in Toronto, she escaped killing there, only to be in Colorado for this event.
Very sad indeed. And of course, shootings in those two places sparking once again a debate about gun laws, and as it does every time there is a massacre of this kind in the United States.
Well, it comes up every time, doesn't it, Tom? They have this a massacre, Virginia Tech. There are dozens of them, too many of them. We in Europe, we look in horror and say, well, why can't you guys fix it? Mike Bloomberg, the mayor of New York, saying it is time here for the presidential candidates to step up and tell us what they'll do about guns in America. We can see that there clearly from Mike Bloomberg. But actually, within the United States tradition, there is this idea of freedom, the Second Amendment, and of course, it's a very difficult, complex issue for Americans, and this tweet reflects that. A gun law will never, ever stop an evil person intent on committing a crime. That's very much the American point of view.
Well, here in Europe, as you say, we don't have quite so many guns, and I would say we had fewer massacres, so not sure I agree with that last tweeter, but... let's go on to a lighter matter. Across the channel, a lot of excitement in the build-up to the Olympics.
It's the final countdown, 7 days to go, and the Guardian, in its Comment is Free section, is looking at different kits around the world. What do you think of them? And I can show you one here. What do you feel about that, Tom? That's Ukraine.
It's very colourful.
Garish. I can go there. It is the Comment is Free section, so you can free to go ahead. This is the Russian guys. Again, I feel that's a bit garish. The comment on the Guardian Comment is Free page is that this is all a bit Eurovision.
It does remind me of that, actually. They look like a boy band who might be competing in, a song for Europe.
And this, I thought this was, I mean, if I'm going to make a comment, I'm going to say that this for the Italian squad, it's designed by Giorgio Armani. I find personally that is absolutely dreadful. I hate it. It's all black. Where's the beautiful colours of Italy? What do you think, Tom?
Well, it might all be in the detail, and maybe the photo isn't doing it justice because they are a long way away in that photograph. But I don't know, the black and the white, if there was a bit of a tricolour trim, that might be nice as well.
Yes, there is a bit of red and green there, but only slightly. Now, the absolute gold medal for bad taste in these Olympic kits has to go to Spain, and there we can see that. What's your reaction?
Ooh, theme park.
Theme park. Now that has gone. There's even a rumor that Nadal may have actually skipped the Olympics because of that outrageous outfit. Now, of course, that's getting a lot of coverage in Spain itself. Spaniards are slamming the new Olympic kit as they're looking for new alternative solutions for it. And one of them is actually here. You can see, why not just put that Olympic kit from Spain in a field? It'll scare the birds away. So that's the Spanish kit as a scarecrow effect. So we'll be hearing more about the Olympics over the next few days as it takes off next week, next Friday.
Well, they say fashion's cyclical, and that does remind me slightly of sort of 35 years ago glam rock, you know, that sort of thing. So maybe they're ahead of the times. Thank you very much indeed, Nicholas Rushworth. That was Media Watch. Well, it's time now for a check of what's getting people blogging, sharing, and clicking online. Our daily date with cyberspace web news starts right now.